Hey everyone, my name is Brian, and I decided to make a video today because I have some things to sell. Kind of a different video, but I guess the basic med thing is a real deal now, and so I decided that I didn't need this anymore. I'm going to go ahead and try to sell my Microsoft third class medical simulator software. I'm not going to need it anymore, but I figure maybe there's some young people out there that still want to get their medicals the old way, and so I thought I'd sell this piece of software for them. Anyway, one thing I noticed down here, it actually says, pass your medical guaranteed. When I first saw that, I thought that was a pretty bold claim. And the software is good, but when you open it up, it's kind of like Shepherd or some of the other flying courses where they really want you to pass the medical. And so there's a lot of stuff in here, and it kind of teaches to the medical. So I'll give you an example. We can go through and look at some of the stuff that's inside here. Well, and like I said, they teach to the test. This is the exact eye chart that you're gonna see when you go to your examiner to take your medical. So you can memorize all these, and then when they say what's the lowest line, down here you can read to check your vision. I mean, it's right there. You can read the smallest line on the bottom. Bet you didn't know that. So one of the things you have to do when you get your medical is you got to take a test to see if you're colorblind or not. And so Microsoft, they've included these colorblind tests, but what I found interesting was they also included this little, if I can get it out, it's a contact lens. And what you're supposed to do is before you go into your medical, you're supposed to put this lens in your eye, and I'm not going to put it in my eye. Human eyes are filthy. I don't want to get any of that on my fingers. But what I'll do is I'll try it on the camera and show you how this works. This is crazy. And so Microsoft has given you this right here. It's the colorblind thing that you're used to seeing, but then you put the contact lens. Let me see if this will work over the camera. If I put it right there, and then there you go. So now with that lens on, you can see the picture even if you're colorblind. So you can tell this here is a very famous portrait. Of course, that's Whistler's mother. What else do they put in this? And so also in here, they have these things. They're stickers. They go over the scale. And so these are stickers representing weights of FAA normal-sized humans. What you do is you walk in with your shoe untied, and as you're standing on the scale, you bend down to tie your shoe, pull one of these off, stick it over the scale. When the doctor looks, now look, you're 100 pounds. You're healthy. You don't have diabetes. So also, they've provided here some stock answers to some questions that the doctor's probably going to ask you. For example, when the doctor asks you how many alcoholic beverages you have a week, there's some responses here you can memorize, like you could say sternly, "How dare you accuse me of such a thing? Well, I never," and then act angry. Or you can say, "Alka what? I'm not familiar with that. I'm a pilot, not some sort of heathen." These are pretty good answers. One of them here, it says, if you have any illness that runs in your family, do you have any illness that runs in your family? And Microsoft's gone way out of their way. You can say no, and then they've actually included a list of references. And check this out, what this is. So it's a list of prefab sort of references that Microsoft has provided. So here's a number. These are like operators standing by. So this is the number for my mom. This is the number for my dad. It's a different number because they're divorced. This is my sister. She was a 3-time Olympian swimmer. My great-grandfather, who's 107, works in a coal mine still. That's his number. You can call him. Microsoft's got a guy with an old man voice ready to be your grandfather. And then here's your great-grandmother. She's 102. She's a bricklayer. People are very healthy in your family. They live a long time. They work hard. This doctor's going to be impressed. These people will answer. So Microsoft is really, really trying to help you out here, and I think this is a terrific idea. So another thing I found kind of strange, but I get it. Microsoft's trying to help you out. They've included this bag, and I don't know exactly why. I get that they want to help you, but that's kind of going above and beyond and in a bad way. This is for use with Microsoft third class simulator only. I never opened that, so this is as good as new. If you want to buy it from me, yeah. And then while that was weird, this is kind of weird too. I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do with it says it's human blood from Microsoft, and it's leaking some. They don't draw blood on the medical, do they? But so also that's old too. It's real old. It's real old human blood. But it'll help you pass your medical simulator, I guess, if they ask you to give some blood. Anyway, that's included in here too. I don't guarantee that it won't be dripping a little bit on stuff, but if you need it, I mean, if you've got a problem and you need some clean human blood, Microsoft's looking out for you. All right, but so anyway, if you want to buy this from me, it's got everything that it came with originally. There's the the original disc that the software's on, and then, you know, it comes with the eye chart and all this other stuff. So I'll put it up, and if anybody wants it, you just message me and you get the thing. That's not ideal. That's not ideal. You don't want that to happen. All right, I'm gonna have to take a shower. That's gross. Anyway, I gotta put this up. All right, I'm back. I had to wash my face. That was pretty gross. But anyway, I'm just gonna put everything up here because I don't want to mess with it anymore. And this is that's the software. It's still good. Everything works. The CD works. You can put this in there. It comes with everything that you need. It's like they're gonna be fine. This software's real good. I'm just going to put everything back the way that it goes, and so you can have everything that came with it just the way you need it, and you're going to pass your medical. That's guaranteed. Go pass your medical with the Microsoft third class medical simulator. It's a really good program, and happy flying. That does not taste like real human blood. It's a contact lens. And what they want you to do is you're supposed to put this in your eye. I dropped a contact lens. That's pretty cliche. What you're supposed to do is put this. I've never worn contacts. I don't know. Drop now. So one of the things you know you have to do when you, it's right there on the finger, isn't it? I accidentally dropped the first one and made a huge mess. Jeez. It's on the door. I got to clean this before my wife gets home. That's not good. But we're going to try again.